Welcome everyone to Community Connections for Saturday, June 13th. This is a time when we share ways that we can show love and care for our neighbors. All the information and contact information will be on the screen and is also available on our website at www.stpaulsduluth.org. So let's get started. The first way we can show love is by participating in our sandwich ministry program that's being coordinated by Tom Hamilton. Twice a month on the first and third Thursdays of the month, we have volunteers that make 20 sandwiches each in their home, simple meat or cheese sandwiches, and then they bring them to the back entrance of church, where another volunteer assembles them into larger packages with fresh fruit and other items that we provide at the church, and then drops them off to the families at the Steve O'Neill apartments just at their front door. So if you'd like to make sandwiches or be the volunteer that does the assembly and delivery for one of the Thursdays coming up, please contact Tom Hamilton. The second way we can show love for our neighbor is by literally helping our neighbors that are 1 block away from church at Loaves and Fishes. They have several ongoing needs to serve the guests that use the facilities that they have for those who don't have a place to stay, like coffee and laundry detergent. So the next time you're at the grocery store, you can look at their list of items and pick up a few things and drop it off right at their front door at 1712 Jefferson Street, the Dorothy Day House, which is 1 block down from the church. Also, they're doing some renovation work, so if you have some extra time on your hands and could help out with painting, drywalling, or minor carpentry work, you can contact them. And they have precautions set up for volunteers, being aware of the COVID-19 precautions that need to take effect, so you can know that you would be volunteering in a safe environment. So if you'd like to do that, please contact them. The third way to love our neighbor is by helping out Holy Trinity Lutheran Church, which is located at 31st Street in Minneapolis. They're really the neighborhood hub for the collection of non-perishable food items and toiletry items to help out those in the neighborhood around Lake Street that have been devastated. Their homes and businesses have been devastated by the riots in the past couple weeks. So if you'd like to donate directly to Holy Trinity, you can do that on their website. Also, if you're going down to the cities coming up in the next few weeks or so, you can drop off items. They have a list of the things that they're most in need of. You can also volunteer. They have 3 shifts every day. They have a sign-up system, and you can help distribute those items. The fourth way to love our neighbor is to join in observing the 100th anniversary of the lynchings of Clayton, Jackson, and McGee on June 15th, 1920. There were plans to have a large observance at the actual memorial on Monday. Obviously, with COVID-19, that had to be canceled. But there are several online activities coming up. Today from 5 to 9 p.m., there's a watch party of the movie Just Mercy. If you haven't seen that movie, I'd highly recommend you do. Warner Brothers Studio has made the film free to watch through June, and it's available on YouTube, iTunes, Amazon Prime Video, and Google Play. Following the watch party, there'll be a panel discussion, which will be held on the CJM Facebook page. On Sunday, June 14th at 5 p.m., there's a virtual gathering at Park Hill Cemetery to the grave sites of Clayton, Jackson, and McGee to pay respects and join in prayer. On Monday, June 15th, from 5 to 7 p.m., there's also an online documentary that's being put together to honor the victims of the 1920 Duluth lynchings. The final way that we can show love to our neighbor is by assisting Chum Duluth, who is in need of more volunteers to pack food boxes. Chum is the agency that many congregations support throughout Duluth. All the Churches and synagogues and temples and mosques combine their efforts to support Chum, and then Chum provides direct assistance to many people, providing housing, food, transition services, the drop-in shelter. So many ways that Chum helps those in need. Right now, they're packing boxes of food. Instead of having people walk through the food shelf because of COVID-19, they pack boxes of food, about 50 pounds of food that has produce, meat, and dairy, and then they distribute those foods right outside the shelter. So they really could use more volunteers on Mondays and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to noon to pre-package those food boxes. To volunteer, you can call the food shelf at 727-2391. So those are 5 ways we can show love to our neighbor this week. Our sandwich ministry, helping loaves and fishes, helping Holy Trinity Lutheran Church in Minneapolis, observing the 100th commemoration of Clayton, Jackson, McGee, the lynchings of those 3 innocent men, and then finally helping Chum Duluth pack food boxes. As always, make sure that you take care of yourself before you take care of others. That's an important part of loving your neighbor, is making sure that you love yourself as well and take care of yourself. So stay well, stay healthy, and God's blessings to all of you. Thanks for joining.